National Electrical Code Article 300.15 addresses abandoned cables and electrical circuits. It requires the removal of abandoned cables and electrical circuits that may pose a hazard. The interpretation of this article can vary depending on the local authority having jurisdiction. NFPA 70E, the Standard for Electrical Safety in the Workplace, Section 130.7 recommends the removal of abandoned or unused electrical equipment to reduce potential hazards. There are several additional considerations to keep in mind. Firstly, safety. Leaving old wiring in place could pose a safety hazard if it is damaged or energized. Secondly, code compliance. Some authorities having jurisdiction may require the removal of abandoned wiring to meet the requirements of Article 300.15 of the National Electrical Code. Thirdly, insurance. Leaving old wiring in place may affect insurance coverage in the event of an electrical fire. Fourthly, future maintenance. Leaving old wiring in place can make it more difficult and expensive to perform electrical work in the future. To justify removal, refer to Article 300.15 of the National Electrical Code and the recommendations of NFPA 70E. Explain the potential safety hazards of leaving old wiring in place. Highlight the benefits of removing abandoned wiring, such as improved code compliance, reduced maintenance costs, and increased safety. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, is a comprehensive set of standards that outlines safe electrical practices. It is updated every 3 years. Article 300 covers wiring methods, and within Article 300, Section 300.15 specifically addresses abandoned cables and electrical circuits. This section is crucial for understanding the requirements surrounding the removal of old, unused wiring. The main point of Article 300.15 is that abandoned cables and electrical circuits which may pose a hazard must be removed. The reasoning behind this requirement is to prevent potential safety risks. Old wiring can deteriorate over time, and if left energized or damaged, it could create a fire hazard or electrical shock risk. This is particularly relevant in older buildings where wiring may not meet current safety standards. However, it is important to recognize that the interpretation of Article 300.15 can vary. This variation depends on the authority having jurisdiction, or OJ. The authority having jurisdiction is the local governing body responsible for enforcing electrical codes. They have the final say on how the National Electrical Code is applied in their specific area. Therefore, it is essential to consult with the local authority having jurisdiction to understand their specific requirements regarding abandoned wiring. NFPA 70E, the Standard for Electrical Safety in the Workplace, provides guidelines for ensuring electrical safety in the workplace. Section 130.7 of NFPA 70E specifically addresses abandoned or unused electrical equipment. It recommends the removal of such equipment to reduce potential hazards. While NFPA 70E is primarily focused on workplace safety, its recommendations align with the overall goal of reducing electrical hazards and can be used to support the removal of abandoned wiring in any setting. There are several key considerations that further support the removal of abandoned wiring. Firstly, safety. The primary concern is the potential safety hazard posed by old wiring. If the wiring is damaged, it could create a fire hazard or electrical shock risk. Even if the wiring appears to be in good condition, it may not meet current safety standards and could become a hazard in the future. Secondly, code compliance. As mentioned earlier, some authorities having jurisdiction may require the removal of abandoned wiring to meet the requirements of Article 300.15 of the National Electrical Code. Therefore, removing the wiring ensures compliance with local electrical codes. Thirdly, insurance. Insurance companies may have specific requirements regarding electrical wiring in buildings. Leaving old wiring in place may affect insurance coverage in the event of an electrical fire or other electrical-related incident. Removing the wiring can help ensure that the building meets insurance requirements. Fourthly, future maintenance. Leaving old wiring in place can make it more difficult and expensive to perform electrical work in the future. The old wiring can clutter electrical boxes and make it difficult to trace circuits. It can also create confusion for future electricians who may not be aware that the wiring is abandoned. To effectively justify the removal of abandoned wiring, it is important to refer to Article 300.15 of the National Electrical Code and the recommendations of NFPA 70. Explain the potential safety hazards of leaving the wiring in place. For instance, you could highlight the risk of fire or electrical shock. You can also emphasize the benefits of removing the wiring, such as improved code compliance, reduced maintenance costs, and increased safety. These are all compelling reasons to remove abandoned wiring. When discussing the removal of abandoned wiring, it's important to understand what constitutes abandoned. Abandoned wiring is wiring that is no longer in use and is not connected to any active electrical circuits. This can include old knob and tube wiring, outdated non-metallic sheathed cable, or any other wiring that is no longer serving a purpose. It's also important to distinguish between abandoned wiring and wiring that is temporarily disconnected. Wiring that is temporarily disconnected, such as wiring for a light fixture that is being replaced, is not considered abandoned and does not need to be removed. The decision to remove abandoned wiring should be based on a careful assessment of the potential hazards and the requirements of the local authority having jurisdiction. If there is any doubt, it's always best to consult with a qualified electrician to determine the best course of action. When removing abandoned wiring, it's important to follow safe electrical practices. Firstly, always turn off the power to the circuit before working on any wiring. Secondly, use appropriate tools and equipment. Thirdly, wear personal protective equipment such as gloves and safety glasses. Once the wiring has been removed, it should be disposed of properly. Old wiring may contain hazardous materials such as asbestos, so it's important to follow local regulations for disposal. In summary, Article 300.15 of the National Electrical Code requires the removal of abandoned cables and electrical circuits that may pose a hazard. NFPA 70E recommends the removal of abandoned or unused electrical equipment to reduce potential hazards. Leaving old wiring in place can pose a safety hazard, affect code compliance, impact insurance coverage, and make future maintenance more difficult. To justify the removal of abandoned wiring, refer to Article 300.15 of the National Electrical Code and the recommendations of NFPA 70. Explain the potential safety hazards and highlight the benefits of removing the wiring. By following these guidelines, you can help ensure the safety of your electrical system and comply with all applicable codes and regulations. Think of abandoned wiring as a potential source of problems waiting to happen. Even if it seems harmless now, it could deteriorate over time and create a dangerous situation. By removing it, you're eliminating that potential risk and creating a safer environment. Furthermore, removing abandoned wiring can improve the overall aesthetics of your electrical system. Old, unused wires can clutter electrical boxes and make it difficult to trace circuits. By removing them, you're creating a cleaner, more organized system that is easier to work with. In addition to the safety and aesthetic benefits, removing abandoned wiring can also increase the value of your property. Potential buyers will appreciate the fact that the electrical system is up to date and meets current safety standards. They will also be reassured that there are no hidden electrical hazards lurking behind the walls. When assessing whether to remove abandoned wiring, it's important to consider the age of the wiring. Older wiring, such as knob and tube wiring, is more likely to be damaged or deteriorated than new wiring. It's also more likely to contain hazardous materials such as asbestos. Therefore, it's generally recommended to remove older wiring whenever possible. Another factor to consider is the condition of the wiring. If the wiring is damaged, cracked, or frayed, it should be removed immediately. Even if the wiring appears to be in good condition, it's still a good idea to have it inspected by a qualified electrician to determine if it's safe to leave in place. If you are not sure whether to remove abandoned wiring, it's always best to err on the side of caution and have it removed. The cost of removing the wiring is typically less than the cost of repairing the damage that could result from leaving it in place. In conclusion, the removal of abandoned wiring is an important safety measure that should be taken seriously. By following the guidelines outlined in Article 300.15 of the National Electrical Code and the recommendations of NFPA 70E, you can help ensure the safety of your electrical system and comply with all applicable codes and regulations. Always remember to consult with a qualified electrician if you have any questions or concerns about abandoned wiring. They can help you assess the situation and determine the best course of action. It's also important to be aware of any local regulations regarding the removal of abandoned wiring. Some jurisdictions may require a permit before you can remove the wiring. Before commencing work, check if your local authority having jurisdiction has any rules. So to recap, abandoned wiring poses potential hazards. National Electrical Code Article 300.15 dictates removal of hazardous abandoned wiring. NFPA 70E recommends the removal of unused electrical gear for safety. Abandoned wiring poses risks of fire and shock. Insurance coverage can be impacted. Future electrical work is made easier. Removal improves code compliance and reduces maintenance costs. Consult a qualified electrician when needed. Safety is paramount when dealing with any electrical work. Always de-energize circuits before handling wires. Dispose of old wiring properly to avoid environmental hazards. Leaving abandoned wiring could result in fines. It shows disregard for safety regulations. Stay up to date on electrical codes in your area. Adherence is key to avoiding problems. Remember that electrical systems change over time. Abandoned wires can become a part of larger problems. Consider the building's history. Older structures could have hidden electrical dangers. Engage a professional to evaluate the wiring. Their expertise is invaluable. Think of abandoned wiring as a time bomb. Avoid waiting for a disaster to occur. Be proactive in ensuring electrical safety. This protects lives and property. Proper documentation is also essential. Keep records of wiring upgrades and removals. This helps with future maintenance and inspections. Communicate effectively with contractors. Clearly outline expectations for wiring removal. Ensure they follow code requirements. Education is a powerful tool. Learn about electrical safety best practices. Share this knowledge with others. Encourage a culture of safety. This creates a safer environment for everyone. Regular electrical inspections are also important. They help identify potential problems early on. Address issues promptly to prevent escalation. Prioritize safety above all else. Shortcuts and cost savings are not worth the risk. Electrical hazards can have devastating consequences. Remember that the electrical system is the heart of a building. Keep it healthy and functioning properly. This ensures a safe and reliable power supply. Invest in quality electrical materials. Inferior products can compromise safety. Choose reputable brands and certified equipment. Prevention is always better than cure. Take steps to prevent electrical problems from occurring. This saves time, money, and stress. Involve a professional for complex electrical work. They have the skills and knowledge to handle it safely. Don't attempt to do it yourself if you are not qualified. Continuous improvement is a good approach. Regularly review and update electrical safety practices. Adapt to changing technologies and code requirements. Stay informed about electrical safety advancements. New technologies and techniques are constantly emerging. Embrace innovation to enhance safety. Teamwork is crucial in electrical safety. Work together with contractors, inspectors, and building owners. Coordinate efforts to ensure compliance and safety. Respect electricity and its power. It is a valuable resource, but also a potential hazard. Treat it with caution and respect. Always prioritize electrical safety in every aspect of your life. From your home to your workplace, be mindful of electrical hazards. Create a culture of safety and promote awareness. This will help prevent accidents and save lives. Remember, electrical safety is everyone's responsibility. By working together, we can create a safer world for ourselves and future generations.